Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm with a very special guest, the one and only Cole Campbell.
Hello, what's good, everybody?
So, because I'm your first interview, I couldn't do a lot of research, but what I did do was scroll to the bottom of your Instagram, and I have to say, man, you got a glow up.
Thank you. No, for sure, for sure.
So, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, cool. I'm 19, so we're in the same age range.
That's what's up.
So, where are you from in Seattle?
I'm from like the Renton, Kent area.
Okay.
Yeah, I've grown up here my whole life, so I've been around the area.
Dope, dope. So what I've noticed, like the GFB gang follows you. Like, do you know like GFB Billy and all those guys?
Yeah, GFB Billy's younger brother, Gabe,
Mm.
uh, he went to my high school, and he's like a two years above me. So I did judo my junior year, and he
Oh
did judo.
shit.
So we kind of like we started talking from then, and then he invited me over to his house to make a song, and we just kind of connected from there.
Mm.
And then this last January 2020, me and GFB Villy and Chrissy K Squeeze and Gabe Villar, we made a song together. So that was pretty cool.
Oh wow. Is it out? I don't know if I heard it.
Yeah, it's called How It's Done. It's on all platforms.
Oh shit, I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Dude, those guys were like they were probably like in the first 10 interviews I ever did.
Bro?
So yeah.
Dope. That's dope. I
Yeah.
think I heard something about that.
Yeah, it was
Like a long
cool
time
because
ago.
yeah, so I like interviewed Billy first at like my at the radio station, and then I had Kinetics at my studio, and then like I guess Kid Campbell is like associated with him also, so I interviewed him
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
No, Kid Campbell, he's pretty cool too.
hmm So what's
Yeah.
your ethnicity, by the way?
Guess.
Fuck,
I like to make people guess.
you look like you could be like Hawaiian kind of, or like Samoan.
Hawaiian? Really? I've gotten that a couple times. I usually get Hispanic, but I'm half Filipino and half Scottish.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
dope.
Kind of a mix. Both
Mm,
both ends of the world. Yeah.
yeah. So because you know the GFB guys, like, do they help you produce, or how does that work for you?
Um, Gabe has sent me a couple beats and we've dabbled here and there. We'll kind of send each other stuff back and forth. But we haven't made any like big projects uh lately. But Gabe's the only one that's kind of talked to me about like beats and stuff that he's made. But the song that we made, I forgot where we got that beat, but
Mm,
I haven't talked to them about producing or anything like that.
got it. So
Yeah.
when did you start? Did you start recently, like when you met up with them, or?
Like when I started rapping or like
Mm-hmm.
making music.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a long story. I've always been into music my whole life. Like I started drumming when I was like 6, 7, 8, around there. And I went to Seattle drum school and I practiced with Davis Martin. He was my drum teacher. He's the drummer of Mock Tube, which is a Seattle band. Singer
Mm.
is Reggie Watts. I don't know if you know him.
Not yet. I'll have to look into them.
But anyways, so I've always gotten into drumming, and then I started getting into like writing music around 8th grade. Uh, and I was just like, my way to get out like my emotions and my feelings is on the paper. And that's like the best way for me to express it. Cause you don't always got someone to talk to, when you're at your lowest times or at your best times. So I was just like, you know what, this is my someone to talk to, and let me get it out to people because they'll relate, whoever they are, someone, and that's cool to me. But started doing that. And then junior year, so 2 years ago, I saved up for a car and blew it all on a studio. Not blew it, but this is my studio right here.
Oh
I got a
shit.
whole, it's in my room. But
Damn, that's dope.
thank you. I record everything here. So I saved up a couple grand and just invested a lot of it into the music because I thought, it's my passion. So
Mm.
I'll really invest into that.
Yeah, for sure. Tell people like the research that you did to like decide what to buy, because like I've looked into like research for like certain things, and like sometimes I'm like, okay, this looks good, but then I have to go on YouTube to be like, should I actually get this? And then there'll be like some like YouTuber like, oh, actually you don't want this, you want this. So like
Yeah.
fucking researching shit's like a huge like fucking circle. So what was the process for you?
No, it was a long time. I had I had like 2.5 grand saved up, and I was just like, what's the best budget? What do I put the most money into? Like a mic or something like that. I want to have good quality stuff. So I just watched like videos on YouTube that said like top 10 items to or in a budget less than 2,500, stuff like that. There's millions of those videos. And I was just watching tons of those. And then I kind of just got down to what product I liked and what was the highest quality for my price range. And I got like, just the most common stuff, but it's really good quality for my budget. So
That's fucking dope. What the hell?
yeah.
Dude, I've been having to, cause so I have a studio in downtown Seattle, and then I also record at 92.5, and both places are like shut down for like the only ones who can go to the station right now, like the radio hosts, and then like no one can go to my studio. So like I've had to turn my guest bedroom into like a podcast studio type deal. My
No,
family
that's
gets
good
pissed
though.
off though, because I'm like, oh, this is my room now, because I have like two rooms basically now. But
Nah, I mean, you're making it work. That's dope.
hmm.
That's cool.
So how often do you use the studio in your room?
Kind of every night. Not, I don't usually record every night, but I'm always sitting right here, freestyle. I like to freestyle a lot, just over beats,
Hmm.
especially with my homies. I just find it fun. And, I'm slowly learning, getting better, which is cool. So,
Hmm.
but, this is kind of my like desk for everything, but I'm usually just put on some lo-fi beats or, whatever type beats that you search up on YouTube and just
Hmm.
kind of jam out to them.
Fucking yeah, Kinetics does that all the time. Like he posts all
Yeah.
those beats on YouTube.
Yeah, no, he's so far with that.
Hmm.
Connects is filthy. Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of fucking freestyles, I had like so many plans before this whole pandemic happened. Like I wanted to start doing like music videos for people and like doing like these different like freestyle things, like filming it. But like I still want to do that. But like he just reminded me of that because like if you believe it or not, this fucking quarantine thing has been going on for like 6 months now.
Yeah. No, I know. Time flies, man. Time flies.
Yeah, dude. Like I thought this was gonna be. I thought 2 months or however long they said it was gonna be was gonna be. I was like, oh shit, that's gonna be forever. And then we're
Yeah.
still fucking
He's still
here.
fucking here, man. I know. And we're probably gonna be here for a while, to be honest.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not gonna be one of the first people that uses those vaccines. Like, if anything, those vaccines are probably gonna have like a backwards effect. You know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, too early. Let
Yeah.
me get some research. Test it on some people. Not me though. Not me.
I've watched The Walking Dead. I know what happened.
Dude, I fucking love The Walking Dead.
Dude,
That's
I just binged it for the first time like 3 months ago because I'd never seen it before, and then my family kept telling me, all my friends, family kept saying like maybe like you can maybe watch one season, maybe two at the max after Negan arrives, and then after that it goes downhill. And I was like, no, no, I'll just watch the whole thing. And then I decided to hold out until like season 10. Okay, and now season 10 is not even completely done filmed yet. Like they're still filming it. So some
mhm.
of it's like I don't even know what I think it's on like HBO or some shit. But season 10 is so bad. Like I shouldn't even watch season 9. But like they just completely ran out of ideas and like
Really?
I was just holding out for like what season are you on? Like how far are you?
I I watched all of 9 and then I stopped because
Yeah.
I cut off cable, saving
Hmm.
money.
Dude, fucking season 10, it was like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a complete train wreck. It was devastating because I had like I was able to watch all of it like continuously, because I didn't have to
Mhm.
wait for the next season, and like basically like in season 10 they have those whatever fake zombie people that talk. Is that in season 9 at all?
Oh, yeah, I think what are they called? The Whispers?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. They lose. They have like no ideas left in season 10. It's just fucking stupid.
Really? So wait, so they didn't finish filming season 10?
They're still in the middle of filming it. They have like maybe a few episodes out, but they're not completed yet.
Oh, so they only have like the first half completed?
Hmm.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it was
Man.
crazy because I didn't because I also binged. This was like a little bit before quarantine, but I like binged Breaking Bad, even though I was like really late on the ball on that too.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh wow, it's actually done. That's crazy. So I was expecting The Walking Dead to be the same because I was so late on the ball for it to be ended. And I
Yeah.
was like, wait, what the fuck? There's a season 10? So pumped. It was terrible, man. Fucking terrible.
Is there any spoilers I should know? I'm probably not gonna watch it.
No, like all that I've seen is because like whenever you watch a TV show or whatever, like if you're like looking up anything, whether it's looking up a mic, whatever that's on your mind, and you type that into your phone or laptop, fucking Google will suggest things or like be like, oh, you're watching The Walking Dead? This is what this cast member said about leaving the show in season 10. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why are you just ruining it for me? So so from like fucking ads and shit, from my understanding, Michonne leaves in season 10, but I don't fucking know.
uh,
Because the main thing, I know why the main reason I hated season 10, because like in season 9, like Rick like blew up or whatever, on the
mhm.
fucking bridge.
Yeah.
So the beginning, I think he's probably in the later half of season 10, but in the beginning of season 10, for like the first like few episodes, he's not even there. And he's the fucking main character. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of these people, not even Michonne. I just want to hear Rick and
I
fucking
know.
Carl,
Carl, where
Carl.
are you?
But yeah,
No.
that was a fucking good show. Have you
Yeah.
binged anything during this whole quarantine or?
Um, to be honest, no, but literally like last night at like 2 in the morning, or I guess this morning, I binged Parasite, the anime. I
Oh shit,
binged
I
like
love
half of
that.
it. Yeah, I binged half of it, and then I was like, it's too late, I gotta go to bed. But
Mm-hmm.
I binged that. I guess that was pretty. I like it
It's
a
a
lot.
good show because I started watching it on most nights. Sometimes I don't do it, but like most nights I'll just keep like Cartoon Network on all night because then it turns
Mhm.
into like Adult Swim. And then
Yeah,
if I wake up in the middle of the night or something, it'll be some fucking fucked up anime show or some shit. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. And that was like one of the shows, like maybe last year or something, that just randomly popped up. And I woke up and it was fucking Parasite. And I was like, damn, this is sick. And I guess they recently added it to like Netflix or something like
hmm,
that.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm not a huge anime guy, but like every once in a while I'll watch some anime.
yeah. It's just kind of cool to see like battle scenes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I don't get people who watch hentai though. I never watch that shit. Like,
It was only once. It was only once. It was
it's only once.
seventh grade. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. So, what has your schedule been like? Like, what's your new routine now that there is this fucking virus shit going on?
I'd say like from the beginning of COVID, it was more. I needed to focus on my health. I wanted to get healthy, get more in shape. And then it was the opposite of that. From like April to May, I put on like 20 pounds. and then as soon as June hit, I was like, man, I'm gonna be swimming, I gotta be ready for this. So I started working out more, I started fixing my diet. I do intermittent fasting, which
Same.
really?
Yeah. Dude,
Oh,
I do this diet where I eat 6 times a day, and you like
uh-huh.
weigh out all the food. So like you start at 8 and you end at 7, and then you can't eat from 7 until the morning and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it really helps. It's weird. Mine's very strict. I do like a 20 to 22 hour fast, and then I'll
Oh
eat for
shit.
like 1 to 3 hours. But I try to eat good food, But I mean, it's been working. I'll probably have to change it as soon as winter hits,
Hmm.
because it's gonna be cold. But
That's the thing about dieting though. Like realistically, abs are made in the fucking kitchen. So like no one really has like motivation to work out unless you've already been like a fitness fucking whatever obsessive fitness guy. If during this
yeah,
quarantine, this you're not gonna like want to work out. It's just not happening. But if you find like a diet they can stick to, you just shed pounds like whoosh.
for real. I'm like shit. I've been slacking fast,
Yeah, exactly.
but no, I I just yeah. I just
Okay.
my schedule. Oh yeah, back to my schedule.
Mhm.
That's just, uh, I usually beginning of COVID started working out, did all that stuff. But then recently, I dropped a song in June, and I like to drop a song every like month and a half, 2 months at most. And it's coming at the 2 month mark, so I'm getting ready to drop a song. I think September 18th. But that's a little sneak peek. But but no, I've been trying to focus on music more, and just like get more in the zone. I kind of spent my summer since I just graduated. I kind of spent my summer chilling with a lot of friends and going out a lot. But now that it's kind of winding down, everybody's going to college, and I need to focus on music more. So
Mhm.
that's kind of what I've been up to.
So what is your like post high school plan? Like, are you gonna go to college or work or anything, or what's up for you?
Um, I work. I'm still working. I just got a pretty big pay raise, so I was about to move. I was about to go to like Costco or something like that,
Mm.
but I just got a big pay raise, so I'm gonna stay for a little bit and stack up my money. Uh, but I'm not going to college. I'm focusing on work, and I want to get into like trades and stocks and investing and stuff like that. So I want to build my knowledge in that. Um, but mostly it's kind of music for me. I just want to keep grinding, and not only just like making music, but studying the craft. I have the mindset and where I want to go and the direction, but like I feel like I want to better myself as a person, and just keep growing and make better quality, music as I grow. But it's all a learning process. But
Yeah, dude,
that's
I
what.
love your music.
Thank
I don't
you.
know. I don't know if you would think of this as a compliment or not, but like you remind me of like you're like a you're like a whole boy band in one for like like a Brockhampton or a
No.
fucking or like a 90. Do you know who 99 Neighbors is?
Mm-mm.
It's like I don't know how I found them, but they're basically like Brockhampton. Besides, they didn't lose their fucking black guy because he's not a fucking pedophile or whatever. Like they have their own black guy and they're all white too, so like it still works for them. Because like I stopped listening to Brockhampton after they like lost Amir Van because like he kind of like gave them that little like rap side, and
Mm-hmm.
then like fucking Kevin Abstract, he used to be kind of a rapper, but now he's just like a singer, you
Yeah,
know.
I've heard a little bit of Kevin Abstract.
But that's what you remind me of. You remind me of like a whole boy band, but like not like a fucking, not like BTS or fucking In Sync. You're more like a Brockhampton all in one though.
Yeah, no, that's cool to me. I think that's cool. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I really enjoy your music for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before this quarantine, were you able to connect with like the Seattle music scene at all, or how was that for you?
Um, I'd say GFB would be the most. I'd say I talked to Kid Campbell a little bit.
Mm.
Not anything about making music, but we've gotten closer on social media. Exchanging messages. But back in June, my friend Owen, he filmed a short film, and one of the guys in the short film was Trey Ross, and
Yes.
he's pretty big in the music scene in Seattle. And he sent me a beat on something that he was kind of writing. So I still need to record it. I got like
Mm.
half of it written, but I need to send that to him. But hopefully we do something with that. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love Trey Ross, and he has a hip hop group duo, him and Bryce Bowden called
Yeah,
Edibles.
edibles.
Yes, dude, fucking, I'm probably Bryce Bowden's biggest fan, whether he knows it or not. I fucking, have you been to South Center Mall?
Yeah,
Do you know like the shoe store called The Cool?
they're cool. Yeah,
Yeah, so I like went in there last year. He was also like one of my first interviews now that I think about it. But I went into The Cool and like he was handing out like CDs behind the counter because he works there. And I
uh-huh.
was like, "Oh shit, you're an artist? Let me take your CD." And then fucking from there, like we set up an interview. He fucking brought his wife and we went to 92.5 and did an interview. And then we just stayed in contact and I'd invite him to things, he'd invite me to things. And he's about to have a baby actually, which is hella exciting.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
Dude, yeah, they have funny as fuck like baby shower photos. It's
Bro,
adorable. Yeah.
is it on his Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look.
And dude, he's like because he works at the Cool, he has like all the hype piece clothes. It's fucking nuts.
Man, he's always dipped. I swear to God, every
Mm-hmm.
kind of lacking.
But yeah, fucking. So I knew Bryce for a while, like I guess a year now, and he just told me about his group Edibles, but I never listened to the project or anything. And I was like, oh, I need to reach out to this Trey Ross guy because I guess he's well known in Seattle and you're friends with him. So it's weird that I haven't interviewed him yet. But I
Mhm.
was like, send me your freaking Edibles project though, so I can listen to it. And it's like insane. I was like, holy shit. So I listened to that and I was like, okay, I need to interview Trey Ross. I interviewed Trey Ross, and then we all talked, and then they're coming out with an Edibles Project Part 2, which is hella exciting. But yeah,
For
those two guys are like probably some of my favorite like rappers in the Seattle area.
no, Trey's fire.
He's silly as
I
fuck.
haven't heard. I don't think I've heard. Yeah, he's hella sick. I don't think I've heard. I think I've heard like one song of Bryce in
Dude, I
it.
need to put you on. I'll put you on.
For real. Yeah, send the link. But no, I fuck with Trey. His music's fire. He's got that
Yeah.
like kind of Freddie Gibbs kind of tone, you know, like
Yes.
hard, like gangsta. I fuck with it. It's cool.
Dude, he's just randomly connected. Like, it doesn't even have to do with like music sometimes. Like, I went to my cousin's fucking house and where is it? It's like Lake Stevens or somewhere up north. And like I hadn't seen them for a while, and they just had like a baby like a year or two ago. So I saw their baby for the first time, and I told him about my podcast, and he was like, "Do you know Trey Ross?" And I was like, "Yeah." And basically, my family members had just like went boating with him randomly or some shit. It's like he randomly just knows a lot of people throughout Seattle. I'm like, how the fuck do you know my family? But
No,
yeah, dude.
that's funny.
Have you been able to perform at any concert venues yet, or?
I have not.
Hmm.
I remember GFB went to Hard Rock last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was around this time of year. And then Gabe was talking about like maybe we could open for them sometime in spring, but we didn't. There's kind of like it was kind of just something we talked about, but nothing really like sprang up from it. But
Mm-hmm.
also COVID happened, so I don't know.
Yeah, fucking
But
COVID.
yeah, fucking COVID, man.
Yeah, you don't want your first concert to be fucking live stream. I don't think anyone's really done a good live stream concert yet.
Mm,
Unless you're fucking The Weeknd or Travis Scott and you get like a Fortnite deal or like The Weeknd just did some, I didn't watch it, but he did some like virtual reality concert type deal. Did you see that?
no, I haven't heard anything about that.
I was like happened like a week or two ago, and I was like, damn. But at that point, you're just a huge enough artist that you have the biggest budget in the fucking world. Like, fucking probably doing that virtual reality shit costs probably just as much as like how much it would cost to do an actual live performance, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Exactly.
But
Was it
yeah,
for?
dude, if you really care about doing music, I'll help you connect to like the other artists in Seattle, because like Seattle's a weird place where there's a lot of caring and passionate people, but you have to like, I don't know how to describe it. Like there's so many like different barriers throughout Seattle, and you have to
Mhm.
like break through them. And it's almost like if you know someone, you know, and like if you know type deal. But like I don't know. I don't. It's because there's a lot of people in Seattle like butt heads, and that's why there's not a lot of big artists in Seattle besides like Macklemore and Little Mosey. And Little Mosey's just a fucking. He's like a phenomenon because it's not. You shouldn't. No one should blow up at 15. Like, so
It's
like
kind
you can't
it's
really like
insane.
how he blew up. You can't really repeat. So people kind of like try to figure out like how previous people did it, but everyone did it uniquely. So we have to like with the podcast, I'm just trying to like connect everyone because we have a scene, but everyone's kind of against each other, which
I noticed that
yeah,
people really like to keep to themselves and keep a lot of stuff on the low. And it's
mm,
like, but like also people are willing to work with each other, but then they're like, but really not, you know, like they talk about it, but
yeah,
you know, they don't really care. But
mm,
but yeah, I noticed that a lot of people do kind of keep stuff like kept away from other artists and stuff like that.
yeah. I don't think this virus sure didn't help anything, you know. But
Yeah,
there'll probably be a lot of artists that just come out with hella new songs though, if they have their own studio. Like some people are fucked and don't have their own studio, but like
yeah.
people like you who have their own studio and shit, you're gonna come out on top in Seattle in the next. I think it's probably gonna realistically at this point, we're probably gonna have another close to a year with this fucking virus, with the way people act.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
like it was crazy when because the summer's over. Isn't that weird that summer's over?
It's already fall, man. It's too quick. It's way too.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts. But like during the summertime, people didn't want to wear masks, whether it's too hot or whatever, you know. And then like everyone was in at beaches, like they had to shut down all the beaches around here. And that's only like a small percentage of people realistically compared to like how many people there are in like the Seattle area. But
Hmm.
now everyone's about to go back to school, and like some schools are making it so it's online, but some schools aren't. Like especially college kids, like there's already like numbers of people in college getting the coronavirus is going up exponentially. So
Hmm.
I have no idea. I just know this fucking sucks.
Yeah. No, a lot of my friends that were supposed to go dorm in colleges around the state just start staying home now. And like, I don't know, I should be like, you're at least you're back with family and you're still with friends and stuff. But like, it also sucks because, it's college. You want to go out there, do
Yeah,
your own thing, start your own life. But
100%.
that just sucks.
Yeah, it's about to be fucking flu season. Like we're we're gonzo. We're just
It's over.
we're just waiting for the aliens to save us or some shit.
Oh, I swear to God. I swear to God, those aliens, they're watching, man. They're watching. They're just waiting. It's a
I,
movie.
is there any? Has there been like a movie where aliens have been good besides like ET? Like, has there ever been like a mass amount of aliens that come down to Earth and like are here to help?
What was that funny movie? It's like Scary Movie 3. Them aliens were funny as hell.
Oh shit!
Funny as
My favorite part was like the Michael Jackson part. He's like, "Where's my nose? Where's my nose?" It's just-
hell. Funny as hell. Yeah, I remember that.
Well, I
No.
don't know. Like I was watching this. So do you know who Joe Rogan is?
Mm-hmm. I watch them all the time.
Yes, he just moved over to Spotify, and it's like the first guest he had on was this guy named Duncan Trussell, who's like one of his best friends since the '90s, I guess. And it was like a 5 hour long podcast,
Damn.
and then he kind of ruined like the specialness of it, in my opinion, by his next guest, like which happened today, was fucking Miley Cyrus, and I was
I
like,
saw that.
dude, it was whack. She's kind of like I don't even know. Like I don't want to be biased towards her because I don't know her whatsoever.
Yeah.
But like, she sounded like a 40-year-old smoker, and
Really?
then he was trying his best to like. This is a terrible way to describe it, but he was like trying his best to like humanize her, you know, like make her feel like personable and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I'm like, I don't buy this shit. So I fucking turned it off. It's like, she's just kind of scary. Maybe she's a nice lady, but she's
Yeah.
just, her public image is just completely fucked.
Mm-hmm. For
But,
sure.
but anyways, Duncan Trussell, who he had on a few days ago to like start off the Spotify deal, he has his own podcast and it's called like the Duncan Trussell Family Hour. And he just has like crazy ass people just like Joe. And today, or it was the other day, but it was like his newest podcast. I just listened to it, and he was talking to this like UFO guy, and he was saying, "What if aliens are just like gas or some shit, and then they just like form? They look like creepy things because that's what we like in our mind. That's what we see. You know, like it's like how do I explain it? Like it's the most comfortable for us to see, even though it's kind of creepy to us. You know, like Mars, like we don't know if there's aliens, but what if there's aliens and we're expecting to see people that look like us? So that's what we think aliens are going to look like, whether they have arms and legs. They don't have to like fucking look just like me or you, but
Yeah.
they like resemble some type of human, you know? But what if aliens are actually just like fucking dust particles or fucking, I don't know, like a rock, and we just aren't expecting that to be alive, but it is alive, you know?
Oh.
And then like, and then they come here and we're not like prepared for it to be a fucking dust cloud. So they like form like something that, because they're so sophisticated, they can like transform into whatever they want, and that's what it's easiest for us to like understand. Like he was describing it like this: like right now people are changing genders, you know, fucking doing body modifications, whether it's piercings or fucking horns or whatever. So imagine if we keep going down this route for another 2,000 years.
Mhm.
Like it's going to be weird for people to be like, oh, why aren't you being normal? Like, why are you not a human anymore? You know, like it's going to be weird for people to want to be a human. you know? So like if in
Yeah.
like 2000 years, if we're able to change into whatever gender we actually want versus like I don't know, like you could say you're a female or a male, like just like being like gender fluid, you know. But what
Uh,
if you could like actually like with a snap of your finger in 2000 years change into a different gender? So who's to say that aliens can't just turn into whatever the fuck they want, you know?
ooh. Yeah, it's just like they're an, they're just a ball of energy. They're like an entity,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
just they morph into whatever they think is right for the moment.
yes,
Yeah,
exactly. You get
they're
it.
hella smart. They're hella smart, but
Yeah.
they just make us feel like they make us think that they're dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But they know what's going on. That's why they're doing what they're doing, man. That's why we don't know what's
Exactly.
going on. We don't know nothing.
Exactly.
We don't know nothing about aliens, man. But they know.
Fuck that,
They,
dude. Like I don't even know. Like if aliens are real, it's they probably are. I don't know if they like want to take over our planet at this point. Like, there's like movies where like, have you seen what is it that Tom Cruise movie like War of the Worlds or whatever it's called?
oh, dude, that's like my favorite fucking movie, bro.
Yes, you know, like their whole thing was like they were trying to like take our water supply or some shit. You know, like
Uh,
drain the energy from the earth. But at this fucking point, like we've like destroyed the fucking earth, like fucking global warming. Like, what's the point of an alien coming down and taking our fucking resources? Like, what? So,
we ain't got nothing, man. We ain't got nothing.
so maybe at this point, like aliens won't save us, or maybe if they, I have no idea. I think it'd be cool if aliens were real. I just don't know what their motive would be because we're just like Joe Rogan says, we're just fucking chimps.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of funny how that all like we all started from that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's evolution's crazy to me. Like
Yeah.
how we're able to talk and communicate, and like language is like the barrier for like everything. Like if the other species or whatever human before before us, when there was like two of us,
Mhm.
like one couldn't speak or whatever how it went, but like languages, that's
Yes.
crazy.
Like, have you? Do you know who the artist like IDK is? Or I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think so. I probably heard a song or two. Sounds familiar.
He like works with like Denzel Curry sometimes, and I think he's pretty fire. But anyways, he put out this like album last year where he was like it was like it was like questioning God kind of, and like how could he be real? The title was "Is He Real?" And then, like the last song had this outro, and it was like describe the color red without using another color, and like we don't even know how to describe a color without using like another color. You know,
Yeah,
it's like a darker orange or some shit. Like how the fuck do you describe another
yeah.
color?
It's just red, man. Man,
Yeah,
it's red. It's ready red. It's reddish. Man.
like
But
what the fuck? But then like we all know what red is. Like this fucking cord is red, but fuck, it's just I just think this whole pandemic has like shown that even when it comes to like government, that people aren't maybe this is the wrong word, but people aren't as smart as like we think they are. You know, like we hold like politicians to like such high power, but they're honestly just like normal people that can still make mistakes.
mhm.
Like fucking Trump is not like a politician. He's like a business guy.
Businessman, yeah.
So I just think it's fucking I just think it's weird because I've been just taking a step back and looking at things during this whole virus, which I think is nice because like some people don't have the resources to be able to just step back. They're like worried about where the next paycheck is and everything like that. But for people who are like able to thrive during this, well, maybe not thrive, but like be okay.
Yeah.
You're able to like step back and like look at things differently.
Yeah. No, COVID really gives a lot of like self-reflection time. And
Mm.
like I feel like a lot of people have been digging more deeper into themselves, or at least I hope that's what it is. But I feel like a lot of my friends have kind of, I don't know, if I feel like people that were close to you have gotten closer, and people that weren't really close to you have gotten further away. And everybody's kind of finding better balance, some more than others. But for myself, I feel like, just the world's kind of like becoming more clear. especially with all this time around me. I'm able to question more things, see more things without being in school and being, having to do all that kind of stuff or whatever you got your day job. But
Mm-hmm.
it has a lot of time to ourselves.
Like, imagine like you fit into this category, but like imagine like you being on edge, whether like you actually want to go to school or not, and then a fucking pandemic hits. Like, fuck no, I'm not going to school now. I was already on the edge, and now like, you think I want to go to fucking school during this shit?
Fuck that. No, for sure. No, that probably changed a lot of people's minds. Honestly, they're like, "Fuck,
Mm-hmm.
I already hate school. I got a pandemic now. I'm really not going to school."
Like, imagine paying like however much, like $80,000 a year for online school. Like, what the fuck?
No. For some pixels on a screen, you're paying $80,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's some coupons, I'm not buying it, man.
Yeah, fucking, I'll just stick to like Schoolhouse Rock or some shit. Bill Nye
Yeah,
the Science Guy. That's all I need.
some Disney, man. That's all we need. Some
Fuck
Disney
yeah,
Channel.
dude. That's so sad that like there's like no new movies that can come out for a while though. Like anything that's been put out now has been like made a few months in advance. Like the fucking did you see the Project Power movie
Oh,
with
that pill one.
yeah,
Yeah, with Jamie Foxx.
yeah. It was all right, but like you could tell that it was formed like not formed, made before fucking Corona. They're like in large crowds and shit like that.
Yeah, I think I passed out during like half of it, but it felt kind of like it felt kind of like it was cool. It kind of like you got the premise, but there was nothing like special about it, you know?
It's for fucking white people that want to feel like they're black. That's what it was, dude. Like they just threw in like hip hop references that were just so embarrassingly stupid.
Really?
Like when like Jamie Foxx told that like black girl, he's like, "Your superpower is that you can rap."
Oh, that one, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm like, shit, let me get that superpower, man.
And then I bet like there's probably some white family at home like, that touched my soul. Oh, you see that, Jimmy? That's what it does for the black community.
Oh,
It raises them up.
for real.
It was just like the most whitewashed fucking black movie. It was just so I had to fucking watch Django after, so I felt normal again.
God,
Dude,
no,
that movie's nuts though. I love that
geez,
movie.
it's amazing.
It's hard to watch with people sometimes though, because like that fucking I tried to research it and I really don't think that's a real thing. Like maybe it is, but like when they called it Mandingo fighting when there's like when they fought in front of like the fireplace and shit, and like they were like those two slaves like fought to the death. Do
Oh,
you remember
yeah, yeah.
that?
I
Like
think
I
so.
tried to do some research on that, and I don't think that really happened.
Really?
Yeah,
Probably just Tarantino trying to add some crazy shit
yeah.
to the.
That was fucking violent as shit. And then like like I had one of my friends like close their eyes during that part because like they don't want to see gory shit. But
Yeah.
then like halfway like so then you kind of forget about it because it's like maybe halfway through the movie, but there's still like so much more to go. So like you kind of forget about that whole thing where like and then you also forget about when that guy's in the tree and the fucking dogs tear him apart, okay? And then basically like when there's like 20 or 30 minutes left, like right before the dentist dies, like he's just sitting in a chair. And I completely forgot to warn my friend, but he's like, because I've seen it like 2 or 3 times. He's just sitting in a
Mhm.
chair and he closes his eyes and he gets like fucking flashbacks of the black guy getting like mauled to death. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh shit, I forgot to tell you. It's just like 3 or 4 times. He'll just like sit there, close his eyes and fuck. It happens like 4 times. I'm like, holy shit. That was such a violent movie.
Yeah, very brutal and
Yeah.
like graphic.
Dude, I saw like because I watch a lot of like violent movies because I'm like, yeah, man, I'm cool. It's like when there's those memes where it's like you're driving to your 9 to 5 job and you're listening to like hardcore rap.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm in that category because like I'm black, so I can listen to that shit, you know. But then when I'm watching like a intense fucking violent movie, like I can't even like I hate spiders to the point that I'll have to like vacuum them instead of like get a Kleenex to kill them because I don't want to
Mhm.
fucking touch them. So like I'm like a fucking pussy. I'll be honest. I get it. So I
Hey
go
man,
watch these
respect.
movies and I feel like I'm a badass. And then like 2 weeks ago, I was at my friend's house and they're downstairs and they have like 3 floors. And on the very top floor, we heard this like it was like a thump, right?
Mhm.
And like a death shriek. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And we go upstairs and their cat is like mauling this fucking like bird and the bird is just shrieking. It's like
What?
it was like it would give you nightmares. And basically I like lost my shit. I was like, holy fuck, I cannot deal with this shit right now. But I'm
Yeah.
watching fucking people get mauled to death in Django and I can't watch a baby bird die. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Probably because it's just like so real, you know? You're just like, this is actually happening, you know?
Yeah, but it's just a
Maybe like,
bird. Like imagine if it was like a human fucking being mauled to death
like a
in a fuck.
cougar,
Yeah, fuck
tiger.
that.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Or
Ooh.
like dinosaurs. I feel like you know what would be more realistic at this point? I think it'd be more realistic in the next 20 years for like them to like reanimate dinosaurs and those escape the lab versus like aliens come down. Because really, like I said, there's like what's the point? There's like we don't even have resources left anymore, you know?
Yeah. I heard that they're releasing like 750 million genetically modified lab mosquitoes in Florida and Texas. I forgot why. It was like
Because
to
they need
like
to fucking get rid of those fucking morons down in Florida. They're like, that's how we're gonna do it. They're not suspect a thing.
make these mosquitoes. We're gonna drop. No,
Jesus Christ.
but yeah, if they can fucking make mosquitoes in the lab, like what's next? It just it gets bigger and bigger. Dinosaurs.
Fucking dinosaurs. Like, imagine having to prepare for like a dinosaur drill instead of like an earthquake drill. It's like fucking, that would
Getting
be
the
so
stone
nuts.
bunker.
Oh my god. But supposedly they're only like 17 to 20 feet tall. Like they were tall, but like when I think of a dinosaur, I think of like fucking almost like a skyscraper, you know? But I
Yeah,
guess they weren't that fucking huge.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, they over exaggerated. Like 15 meters long.
Fucking
Just like, damn,
David
bro.
Attenborough.
This
Fucking
is
or the
three
fucking
football
like
fields.
it's crazy that alligators and crocodiles, those are dinosaurs,
Yeah,
but they're
I
just
guess.
boring. They're like tired. They're always just like
Yeah, they were lucky. They chilled. They were just chilling, doing their
mhm.
thing. They survived.
And
Now the
chickens.
chickens were there. Oh, I heard something about that.
Mm,
Didn't they say like the T Rex's like DNA is mixed with like chicken or some shit?
fucking chickens. Dude, for my diet, I have to eat chicken, like a fuck ton of chicken, because it's like one of like the leanest proteins. Like there's no fat on it or anything,
Hmm.
and I hate it. Like I hate chicken. Like I'm just it's like so boring unless you're like frying it or some shit. But like when you're on a
Yeah,
diet, you're not frying chicken. You're just like
salt and
slicing it
pepper.
up and eating it. No salt or anything. It's
Oh
very
no, salt.
depressing. It's very depressing, but I eat it because it's good for you, I guess.
Yeah, but it's just like, man, this is. Do you eat it with like rice and stuff like that?
Mm, so there's a thing like so I eat like how much do you eat? Like the amount of carbs, like sometimes like I'll just eat whatever, but then go back to the diet because that's a good way of dieting too. Like maybe you could have like a cheat meal, whether it's ice cream or a fucking pizza, but then like you go back to your diet like at like the next meal, even not the next day, like the next meal. So
Yeah.
like with rice and shit though, like on average, I'm supposed to only eat like the amount of carbs is like 2 packets of oatmeal. So rice is pretty. If I had rice, that would probably take up 2 packets of oatmeal because like who just eats like this much of rice, you
I
know?
know, right? Yeah.
But like I don't really eat like there's like some food that like I binge out on. Like I fucking love Dairy Queen blizzards, but like I'm not really a soda guy. I don't crave chips. Some people crave chips, and some people crave like popcorn. Like I don't really crave either of that shit.
Chips is my favorite food, man.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like I'll kill any bit. I don't care the flavor, man. If it's potato chips, I'm
Oh
smack.
my,
I like veggie chips too.
oh shit.
All chips. It's my favorite, man.
But they like cut up your like gums. That's what I hate. Because
Oh
every
yeah,
time,
low key.
or does this happen to you? Like I'll eat like a pizza, and like I have this thing where like if I see food, I don't care if it's hot. I'll just eat it. Like I don't give a fuck. But like suppose like when I eat pizza, like I'll eat it like right out of the oven when you're supposed to wait like maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
Uh-huh.
And then like when I eat it, like the top of my gums get like hot. I go to the roof of the mouth.
Oh
And
yeah.
then like you take a bite and like the crust like cuts it. And then do you ever get those like fucking like skin flaps on the top of your fucking roof of your mouth?
Touching it with your tongue, you're like, what? There's like
Yeah.
two.
It's gross. But yeah, here we are just talking about fucking dinosaurs and chips and shit.
Chips.
But anyways, what are your goals for the end of 2020 leading into 2021?
Uh, I'd say the biggest goal I've set for myself is to release an EP. Uh, Probably around October, November. I really want to put a lot of time into it and get everything situated, but I really want to make an EP. And obviously the new song that I'm gonna release, probably another one or two more singles before the EP. But
Mm.
um, that's as far as music. That's what I want to do. Also focusing, on the craft itself. But I also want to focus on, you know, building like a good platform for my life. Just like I'm fresh out of high school. I want to get a good base. That'll hold me, and I'm not losing money. I want to save, build a good base, and do what's right for myself.
Mm.
But
What I've noticed like with Seattle artists, like something that like I take away from doing interviews is like we're both pretty young, so like the main thing I look at is like, so if there's someone in their 30s or however old, maybe even 28, making music, but they still aren't signed or still don't get enough listeners, like what can we take away from that so we don't have to wait until we're super late in our career and actually start making money? Like I want to start making money when I'm fucking 22, like
yeah,
that's why I think it's really important to connect with other artists. First of all, you can learn from them and you can help each other out, but like just learning from other people's experiences, because like that's important to like set, like you said, you want to like set your goals right now. You're fresh out of high school, like you don't want to wait until you're 28 to like actually start getting some good streams.
yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
I think I think it'll be beneficial to connect. Oh, yeah, that's also it's something I could make as a goal: connect with people more. I'd say, get out there. I feel like in this day and age, to kind of like blow up, I'd say, and that's like to me, like I don't want to blow up. I want to have a steady fan base. People that fuck with me for who I am and what I write.
Mhm.
I don't want just like, damn, that was on TikTok. It's cool. It's cool. The numbers are cool. It's amazing. It's beautiful, but it's not realistic.
Mhm.
And to me, I rather go through the dirt, go through the trouble, make mistakes. I'm not perfect, and slowly learn from, everything that I've been making. And I think that's what's cool about it. And that's definitely something I want to look forward to the rest of this year, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I fucking hate TikTok. Like I always talk about like how instant gratification like doesn't work. Like oh, you get that like, but what's that gonna do with you? But fucking on TikTok, you get that instant gratification and you get like $1,000,000. I'm like, what the fuck? How does that even work?
Exactly. No, I
Like
don't
you
know.
don't even really need talent. You're literally like making, the only reason why you can make money is because it's a Chinese app, and China doesn't have like copyright policies. But like in
Mm,
here in America, there's always different copyright policies. Like if you have like it's like something like 5 to 10 seconds of like someone else's song like on YouTube, on a YouTube music video or whatever it is, you get demonetized.
mm,
But on TikTok, those are like 10 to 30 seconds, however long you can make those fucking videos. Like you
yeah.
shouldn't be making money off other people's music, but because it's a Chinese app, you can do that. So what happens whether they fucking whatever cancels TikTok or Microsoft buys them, either way, it's gonna be like it's gonna change how people make money on TikTok. You can't make money off other people's stuff, which I like because I'm like, motherfuckers, I'm here working, and then you
Working,
guys are
yeah.
fucking dancing to WAP and fucking making money off that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like people release a song, people are playing it, it's cool, but no one really hears about it unless it's on TikTok, and it gets transferred into some dance, some duet type thing, whatever it's trending, and it's just like I feel like it kind of devalues the song and devalues the artist because it could be something meaningful. I mean, Tootsie Slide. I don't know too much about
Dude,
that.
that's why everyone hates that song now. Everyone hates
Yeah.
that shit because he purposely did that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. But it's weird. It's weird how the whole game is social media now. It's really social media and what can you do to please the viewers? What grabs the audience attention? It's a big battle for that, I'd say.
Like fucking Logan Paul or Jake Paul tasing a rat, or fucking going to the suicide woods or some shit. Like fuck.
God.
Like, how do those guys just not get canceled? They're fucking morons, and they could do it, dude. Like I don't even know the who's who at this point. Like, I don't pay attention enough, but like, they got their fucking like house raided the other day for having like assault rifles and shit, and like
I
throwing
heard about
parties, and then nothing happened. Like, they're still doing whatever the fuck they want, or like videotaping them going to like the fucking looting at malls and shit. Oh, I'm just there, but I'm gonna still videotape, and like no one cares. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe they just buy their way out of everything, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if they get to keep getting the views and like maybe just publicity, they're
Mm-hmm.
desperate at this point.
But
But
have you seen like Ready Player One?
Ready Player, is that a movie?
Yeah,
Is
it
that
was
the one
like,
with, like all the games in it?
mm-hmm.
I saw the commercial. I never watched it.
Dude, it was actually such a good movie. But basically, like everyone in the world is like they're like in a shitty like shithole. Basically, like everyone's house is like right on top of each other. There's like no one picks up garbage anymore, so there's just like landfills like in fucking Wally basically. And like everyone, what they do is they just wake up from their sleep and plug into virtual reality. And I'm like, what if everything turns into virtual reality? Like, will there still be like famous people and shit, or like how will that play out? Because once you're in virtual reality, you can basically be whoever you want.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of scary. Like whatever your mind of the world is, or whatever like you personally think and see in your life, that all adds up to like who you are, and to be able to just live in who you are and only who you are, and not be able to have that emotional connection with someone else's vision.
Yeah,
Kind of scary. Like with virtual reality, you're just living in your own mind and world, whatever pleases you.
yeah, fucking serial killer ass shit, just fucking stabbing babies all day. Fucking, do you know what Randonautica is?
Yeah.
Dude, like, like the TikTok thing where they found like the body bag?
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, and like, so it's weird. Basically, half the time it takes you to like someone's house, and you're not supposed to go, like, that's like private property, so you're not supposed to
Yeah.
go to someone's house. But sometimes it takes you to places you can actually go to, and usually when it takes you to somewhere you can actually go to, it's usually like somewhere in the fucking woods or some shit. So like one time I was doing it like a month ago, and like it took me to like this fucking, I was with some friends, but like it took us to this like homeless camp in the middle of the fucking woods, and they had like pots and pans hanging up on branches, and there was like this burnt like baby doll, and it was like, and that was just the end. Like, so you go in, and then there's like another like, there's like a trail inside the woods, right? So at the beginning of the trail inside the woods, there was like all these fucking like pots and pans, and granted, you're already deep inside the woods, right? And then like on the app it says go down this trail. I'm like, fuck that. No.
He's
But
probably
like,
texting in the chat. Some guy, come on, come on,
but supposedly that's like a sex trafficking app or some shit.
bro.
Yeah, supposedly the person that made it's like a sex trafficker, and like once you go to like some certain places, people get like kidnapped.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like
Have you
There's
done
not
it?
really. I've done it twice in
Has
the
it?
same night. But
You see anything?
no, it was weird. I felt something though. Like
Gosh.
so, we drove. It was like around the neighborhood, but it took us to like this back like foresty part of the neighborhood, like forest on
Exactly.
one side and like some weird ass bunkhouses on the left. And it was like some gravelly road, and I'm like, bro, where the fuck are we? I've never been to this part of the hood, bro. Like, this is down the street, man. But but it was just like focus on like it was like manifesting. I'm really into like energies and like spirituality and shit like that. I think it's
Mm.
cool. So I was just kind of like clearing my mind, taking deep breaths, and just kind of like trying to feel the like energy, you know. And it was weird. I started closing my eyes, and like we get quiet, and like 2 minutes later, I just feel all the hairs on my body raise, and like I feel this like hologram like feeling around my whole body, like if I had like some kind of like hologrammy shape around my body. I don't know.
Like a
It was
full-on
weird.
condom on your body or some shit.
Like so, man.
Damn.
No, it was weird. And then I don't know, like my mind just thought like it was like 2 months ago, and I was just like, I think I was in like a part of my life where I was like, I need to figure out what I need. I'm fresh out of high school, I need to figure out what do I need to do, what do I'm doing.
Mm.
So like, you need to focus on a path. Like that's what my mind just thought of, right? And I look in front of me, and there's just two roads going like this, like in the forest, just like into two different paths. And it's just weird. I don't know. It could all be, just in the moment, but it felt weird.
Dude, we got to do it together sometime. Dude, I've actually like for the past like literally the past 2 weeks, like five separate people have told me about like some weird like ghost experience they have. Whether it's like their house being haunted or like a ghost that follows them from each house or like just some weird shit. And I'm like, I've never seen a ghost and I hope I never see a fucking ghost. But like it's probably real, but I think Ghost Adventures just ruins it for everyone, you know? Fucking
For real.
that Zach guy, he just like when you have Post Malone on your show, you know it's fake. Like, what the fuck is Post Malone doing on Ghost Adventures? You know?
Yeah, Post Malone. I'm
have,
Zach Bagans.
have you seen any like fucking ghost shit though, or like?
Oh, like in real life? Um, I've seen or I've smelled like so. It was right after my little brother was born, and we like this is his old baby room, and
Mm,
he was like we were chilling by the crib, whatever. And a year before, my grandma passed away,
mm.
and we just started smelling her perfume. It was fucking weird, bro. Like hella fucking weird. So I'm like, I was super young at the time, so I didn't really understand it. But now that I'm older and I look back at it, I'm just kind of like, that's kind of weird. Uh, I don't know. I've gotten like weird feelings, like if people were looking at me like in the shadows, but that's just me being stupid. But oh, I've had sleep paralysis
Oh shit.
and that was terrifying. I was
Yeah,
just like,
I've only heard like girls
I
have
was laying
sleep
down, I just
paralysis.
feel this girl. For
Is it
real?
like yeah? What's okay? Tell me your experience in like as a guy, because I've never heard of like a guy having it.
Uh, I was like, I was napping, and I was napping, man, and I started I like woke up, but like my eyes are still closed, and I was kind of just like living, just like chilling, and then I feel this like if someone was like standing over me, but on my side, because I was sleeping on my side, and I feel this like heavy feeling over me, and then I feel just a girl scream in my ear, but it was like only that I could hear, like it was just like in my ear direct, it was just a fucking scream, and then I couldn't move my body, like I was frozen, and my eyes were open, but I was frozen, and I couldn't move, and then I like closed my eyes, and then I just like break free, and I was just like, oh fuck no, I get up, I'm out of my room, but that was kind of scary.
Damn, what the fuck? Like, what is sleep paralysis even? Is it like I don't even know what it is. It's just like people say like they feel I feel like something's like watching over them. Like, but what's literally like happening in your mind or like your body for it to even occur?
I don't know. I've seen a movie like called Sleep Paralysis. It's probably over exaggerated. like like I just remember her like she'd always like pass out and like she'd wake up but like she was still asleep, but like in her mind she thought she was awake and she was just like seeing scary shit. I mean I don't know if that's what it is. It might
Mm,
be. I don't know, but or sometimes like you just feel I don't know, energy? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's scary though.
Fuck that. I don't remember who told me this, but like a while ago, someone, it's not every single time, but supposedly like when you get like a ringing in your ear, that's supposed to be like a ghost or some shit.
Shit, I got one like last week, man.
Yeah, that's what it's supposedly supposed to. That's what I heard. Like I could just be making that up, but I'm pretty sure I heard that shit.
No, I think that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, do I believe it? Shit.
I don't fucking know. Like, never seen an alien, and I've never seen a ghost, so I don't know. What's another thing that like people say they see that's like supposed to be
But
like Bigfoot?
yeah,
He's supposed to be in like Washington or some shit, right?
yeah. I always, whenever I'm in like a big forest, I'll always do a Yeti call.
Oh,
Like
let
I'll
me
just,
hear it.
bro, windows back.
Oh,
It's some like that, something like that. But no, I've never seen any like Bigfoot or anything like that.
yeah, like fucking big. I feel like what's the point of just walking through the woods? Like, does he have like a goal, or is he just like getting exercise? And people are like, dude, look at like what the fuck? What does he do all day? If he's a real, it's just an animal that's tall, or like, is he supposed to be a human, or what? What is he?
He's jacked, man. He's ripped. He's working out in the woods, man.
Damn,
He's out there working. Nah, I
like
don't know.
like those beef like fucking beef jerky has a Bigfoot guy in all their commercials, and like fucking Progressive lately too.
Hmm.
Like, have you seen that Progressive commercial where they're talking about like RVs and camping and shit, and like Flo's talking to Bigfoot, and she's like, "What do you think about this, Bigfoot?" And he's like, "My name's Marcus." I'm like, "What? Like, what the fuck?" But I don't know. I haven't seen anything. The weirdest thing I've heard, and like it turned out to be just cats, but like I was at my house sleeping, and I woke up and I heard these like demonic noises. It was like a demonic baby crying. I was like, holy shit, someone left their Satan baby in the front of my driveway. So I had my family go check it out, and it was just this fucking cat nailing this cat, and it's like fucking cat sex. But it sounded scary as fuck. It literally sounded like spawn of Satan. But besides that, I haven't seen anything weird at
No, like
all.
no, like shadows or like
No.
weird like fog, misty things.
Well, I live in the woods, so sometimes I see like weird shit in nighttime, but like I'm so I recently moved up to Snohomish. I'm
Hmm.
from like East Seattle, but now I live in Snohomish. And it's like all woodsy where I live. And I swear to God, there's like mutants, like fucking incest people in the woods. I swear to
Really?
God. Like I've seen like one time I was driving, like it was like evening time, and I saw this fucking like lady with like a hunchback, and I was like, "Wah!" And I was like, fuck that. But it didn't scare me. I just thought there was some incest shit going on in the woods. Like no one's gonna kiss my cousin but me type shit. But
My property.
yeah, but I don't know. Like the weirdest thing that happens in the woods is like there's like weird bouts of like fog, like when you're driving home or some shit. There's just weird areas of fog, which is kind of be creepy, but like that's just like nature, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I haven't even really seen like creepy people. Yeah, like I know people who've had like weird run-ins with people where like they almost get kidnapped or like someone's trying to kill them or some shit. But
Hmm.
like I don't know, like I grew up in like the Seattle area, so like I've dealt with homeless people, but I'm not scared of homeless people. They just like piss me off.
Yeah.
Like I used to bus all the time, and like the worst thing, what you never want to do is like be on your phone when you're on the bus, because like homeless people will be like, "Hey man, can I use your phone?"
Uh,
And like I always say no, but like that's it. I've never really had a terrible run-in with like a homeless person. I had a funny one though, like supposedly like the closest city to me is Monroe, and
oh,
that's supposed to be like crackhead central. But
really?
like but from like Seattle to Monroe, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like Seattle's 100 times worse. So like literally like it was only during the quarantine that I saw my first homeless person here. And basically like he comes up to me, he's like, "Hey man, can I have some money?" And like it's during the pandemic, so like yeah, I feel bad for homeless people, but still I need to save money too. So I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry, I can't." And he's like, "You fucking asshole." And I'm like, "Great, this is my first experience with a homeless person near my new house." And he's called me a fucking asshole.
It's like shit. Am I an asshole? Fuck.
Fuck.
Damn it, man, you're right. Nah.
Gotta write a song about that. Fucking. But yeah, like what do you think is like the weirdest thing you've seen? Is it probably your grandma's perfume or
uh no, I don't know. I've seen a lot of weird shit,
yeah?
but I'd say I'd say the weirdest that I mostly remember was I saw a UFO. I swear to God, like there's
Oh
no
shit.
BS behind this. Like, so I went camping up in Eastern Washington, up in
Mm,
Okanagan, and it was just me and then my dad and his friends, and then they were all chilling doing their own thing. I'm just like a little 8-year-old me, so I'm kind of exploring the area, and it's like 1 in the morning, and I look up and I don't see the moon, right? It's probably somewhere else, but I see this orange ball, and it's like not like a planet, but like it's just like literally above the mountain, like just chilling there.
mm,
And it was just an orange glowing ball, and it was just like moving, like boom, and then it would stop. And then I was just like, what the hell? And then I look back to like tell my dad, and I'm like, yo, look at this shit. And then I look back up, and and it moves, and it just disappears. Like it's like the light just went off,
damn.
and it was weird. And I heard there was like up in that area, there was like weird stories that UFOs are up there, and I don't know,
Damn.
but it's desolate, so
It's
I
probably
believe.
Bigfoot driving the UFO. She saw Bigfoot and an alien.
Definitely. Man, I got ding, got a dip.
I have no idea how I'd react if I saw something fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like if I freak out over a baby bird dying, I don't know. Fuck that though. Like I don't know. I'm pretty good at staying away from scary people. I stay away from weird shit. So
That's good.
like I don't know. Have you ever used like a fucking Ouija board?
Oh, I really want to. I really
You
do.
want to?
I do, but like I don't think I will.
I
That's
would
like
never.
I want to. So like I want to experience it and be able to see like like is this for real? But also I don't want to. I don't know.
Fucking, you can like channel Pop Smoke or some shit.
What's your favorite bar?
What's your favorite bar? Fuck Takashi 69, right? Question mark.
Hella fast over the board.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm dead. Well, cool, Campbell. Is that your just like your stage name also? Like, have you decided what you want your stage name to be
Uh,
officially, or?
that's my name, but I kind of want that to be my stage name because I think
Yeah,
it's like it's me. So I guess my music's me. So
yeah,
that's
I
how I
get that.
see it. Yeah.
Like, who's another person that does that? I guess like Blake Shelton, or I don't know, because I feel like Kendrick Lamar. That's his. Not is that his first and last name? I thought his
I don't know.
first name was
Something different.
it was like Duckworth or some shit. I thought.
Hmm. I don't know.
I don't know, but that's kind of cool. I like that. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, it's dope. But then what you do have to worry about is like when you get famous, man, and you want to like sign autographs. You need to make sure that your signature for your autographs are different than like your signature for like your credit card or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because then people can take that shit and then like forge your signature on like car loans or whatever fucking houses or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Oh, because I've been practicing my signature for like I'm gonna be famous one day. I've been practicing it every time it's perfected. Now I gotta
Damn.
restart. Shit.
Or you could just be like CC or some shit for like
Yeah.
Cole C or C Cole like J Cole but C Cole or
C Cole.
I don't know. You can think of something cool. But anyways, You're a newer artist, but I think everyone has advice for other people. So what is some advice they have for up and coming artists, creators, influencers?
Um, I'd say be true to yourself, be you. Uh, don't focus on any negative energy. You know, always try to put out, and the more you put out, the more you'll receive. And try to keep a positive mindset. And you know, when times get tough, that's when you know that you're learning. That's when you're growing. So once you break out of that, you'll look back and be like, "Damn, I made it here."
For
Shit.
sure.
But just keep focusing on you, be yourself, and people will like you for who you are. So
100%.
yeah.
And last thing, if aliens came down, what's the first thing you'd ask them?
Hey, yo, you got some gas up there, man?
Fuck, I bet they do. Or something
Holy
crazy.
platinum.
Or fucking like Total Recall, where they like drop things in their eyeballs. Just some fucking. There's gonna probably be some nuts drugs in the future. Fucking like, it's fucking nuts. Well, what is the easiest way for people to reach out to you?
You can find me on Instagram at Cole Campbell with 3 L's at the end. Twitter at ColeCamp25. Snapchat at ColeCamp25. Find me there for all you spicy senoritas out there. But yeah, you can find me at Cole Campbell. Spotify, Cole Campbell. Apple Music, same thing. TikTok, same thing. So
Hey, there we go. This is the NAST podcast with
Cole Campbell.
Dope.